Hi.
Hi.
Welcome back to Here's the Thing with Kendra and Noah.
For episode 2 of season 2.
Dose.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
What are we gonna talk about today?
Well, I believe we're hitting some would you rather's and
Yeah.
also just random bullshit, folks.
If I am seem out of it, I'm just exhausted.
Big day. Tell me what you
Big
did today.
day. It was a big day.
I don't know.
I mean, I think so.
Right, you didn't sign an NDA or anything, right?
I didn't. I did see a guy post that, he posted just a part of the top of the bottle, and was told I can't reveal the product, but I don't know if that means shows the new logo and stuff.
Yeah.
I wasn't told that I couldn't tell people who what it was for.
Yeah.
So, but I had a modeling gig today for 3 Olives vodka. Yeah, hopefully I'm allowed to say that.
Yeah, I can't
It was just
imagine
a product
anyone
shoot.
will find out.
So
I don't know that we have many executives for 3 Olives in the
so true.
viewer family.
Also, I'm not revealing anything. I'm just gonna. That's all I'm gonna say.
But exciting stuff.
But yeah, it was
Paid
a product
gig.
shoot. It was
We'd love to
paid.
see
It
it.
was literally 0.3 miles from this apartment.
Which is wild.
The amount of times that I went back and looked at my call sheet for the set location, and I was like, did I put this in right? I was like, there's no way it's this close. So I walked there this morning at 6 a.m. And I made I had a good time last night, and I'm happy. It worked out fine, and stuff. I survived today. But did I regret my decisions last night, this morning? Absolutely. So I just didn't get a lot of sleep.
Yeah.
I was a little hungover, maybe a little still drunk when I woke up. Not when I was on set. I was fine. Right. I chugged some water. I know. I took a shower. I chugged some water. I ruined, all that. Actually, the walk really felt nice. Actually,
was it cold?
It was, but I had my big coat on, and it just it felt refreshing. Honestly,
Yeah. I'm sure it was.
I was like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah.
And yeah. And then it was a pretty long day. I feel like we wrapped an hour early. I feel like we wrapped around 5 p.m.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's not too bad then.
Yeah, but I was there at 6 a.m. So
yeah. Still a good day. Good long day.
It was a good day. Everyone was great. Lovely people. So yeah, I'm excited to see the photos when they come out. But yeah, so and now it's what, 8:30?
Oh, is it already? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and I'm just so if I ramble more than normal and just seem out of it, or
that's why people tune in to hear you ramble.
Yeah. So, anyways, I guess since I shared what I did today, you want to share what you did today?
Yeah, not much, folks. We're in a pretty boring time in Noah's life.
No, that's not true. You're almost done with school. You're so
true.
close.
I worked on school.
He's
I went
almost
to the
a
gym
graduate.
Today. I'm finally going back to the gym, folks. Yeah, so hopefully
that was really
that was pretty good. That's gonna. Oh, I didn't clap, but now we got that. I knew I was forgetting something too, and it was the clap. But now we got it. It's perfect.
Oh, the damn clap.
Yeah. So, Jim, I had a meeting for the short film because that is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. 17 pages is a good amount to shoot.
Yeah.
But originally, we thought we
also
with
the
4 days,
with the weather and stuff.
Yeah, we had to cancel the day we originally planned to shoot because of rain. So, it threw us off a little bit, but we're shooting again this Sunday. It's just tricky to work around the homeowners' schedules.
Oh yeah.
I think they're getting a little. They're ready to be done having people in their home, which I get.
Which is fair.
But it's but if you let us do these last 2 days quicker, we're done. But it is what it is.
The people that owned the home today, such a beautiful home.
Yeah, I bet.
They had pictures,
Mm-hmm.
up around, and one of the models, when like we first got there, she looked in a photo, and I'll admit the girl kind of looked like me. Like we had very similar hair, and like in one picture in particular, we like I could kind of tell. And she goes, "Is this you?" And I was like, no, this is not my home. No.
Is this you?
I was like, that is not a photo. Yeah. This is my home.
Yeah.
Or just be like, yeah, I bring photos of me and my like husband to every set just to feel more at home. But he was there today. I didn't ever see him, but he was like in a different room, like working. Yeah, but
I bet he got good money for letting them use his house.
I was trying to think of how much they probably had to like pay for that.
Yeah.
And I don't know like what the fee is for things like that.
I bet it's a good amount.
Any housekeeping that we need to do? You want to just get into
it? Yeah, I guess housekeeping. We recorded our first episode of this season a few weeks ago.
A while ago. We've gotten a little busy.
Yeah.
Our schedules have been really not on the same page lately, I feel like.
And truthfully, part of it is like I thought I'd be done with the short film by now. And even though not that much, it's not like a ton of extra work has popped up, but just like having that like mental space in my brain has definitely distracted me from being like, oh, let's get to the pod. Let's do the pod.
Well, in the last couple of weeks, I've been working so much.
Yeah, you've been working a lot lately.
So
yeah, when this one will obviously come out after the first one, but we've been stalled out a little bit here. I know it's March already, and we kind of thought we'd be back end of January, beginning of February.
Yeah.
Here we are. So
here's the thing.
But I think that's
plan,
all.
And then plans fail.
Yeah,
so
true and real.
True and real.
That's why I'm not a lead actor on a sitcom yet.
Yeah, right. Because it was my plan.
It's supposed to be by now.
It just hasn't happened yet. But I do feel like we should be able to get back into a flow.
Oh
quickly.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so I searched the interwebs.
Kendra did the work here, and I'm just along for the ride.
Well, you do a lot of the other work, so. Literally tonight, setting up. I'm just sitting on the couch eating a cookie. You're setting up all. I finally was like, "Do you want some help?"
Literally,
and he was like, "No, I think I got it." I was like, "Okay, I'm just gonna eat my cookie then."
I feel like that's been part of the routine every time I'm setting up or taking down. Like halfway through, do you need any help? And me just be like, no.
I feel like I don't think to like ask because you just like do it and you always say no.
Yeah.
But then I'm sitting here and every time then I just like feel bad that I'm like, but maybe this time he does want help.
No, I would, if there was something I was like, I wouldn't be sitting there like, God, I wish he would fucking help me. I would be like, hey, can you help with this?
Yeah, so true. But so yeah, I looked up some would you rather questions and some this or that's. What do you want to start with?
Let's start with some this or that's to kind of get the juices flowing. I feel like
okay. Should we do like some of those and then go into some would you like like switch off? Okay. I already know what the last question's gonna be.
Okay, cool. Don't tell me. I'm excited for it. But...
Okay, this or that. Summer or winter?
Summer. Oh. Okay, here's why I hesitated. Here's why I hesitated.
Okay, can we just talk about how you said get the juices flowing? It'll be really quick, and you're one question in.
I need to explain myself.
Okay.
Because I hesitated. Okay. I hesitated, pull up with a hesi.
Yeah. Why?
But so summer is the correct answer.
Obviously.
It's not an opinion. It is the correct. The reason I hesitated
thank you.
Was because for 26 years of my life, I lived in Wisconsin, where there was a much more massive difference between summer and winter, and summer was just lovely to be on the lake and doing all that stuff in warm weather. Out here, winter's obviously colder, but it's still not that bad. Whereas summer, you could argue out here with how hot it gets.
It's not humid, though.
That's true. But I can see if somebody lived out here their whole life being like, oh, I actually love winter because I like the cooler weather.
Cooler months, yeah.
Where you can still do stuff outside, but cooler. So that's why I hesitated to think about that for a bit. But even living out here, I prefer summer.
Yeah, same.
I'd rather deal with the heat than...
Same. Like, this winter has been too long. I need it to be warmer.
It feels longer. I mean, we've only been here 3 years, 3.5.
But
But
like,
I feel
a lot
like
of people that I've
first
talked
couple
to
were way quicker than winters.
No, a
were.
lot of people that I've talked to have been like, yeah, this is a long winter.
Mm-hmm. And we've gotten way more rain in the last 3 months than we typically like ever do.
Than I think we did all last year.
Yeah. But so that is my quick rapid fire answer. Summer.
Yeah. Okay. Great. That's the correct answer. I agree with
winter,
that.
I'm not gonna shit all over winter though. There's some good things about it.
No, there are some good things.
Love
My favorite holiday is in winter. Christmas. You know, love it. Great. Snow is pretty.
Snow is pretty.
It's just that's not the correct answer.
Yeah, cold. All you have to say is cold. Cold sucks.
So
you
true.
know? So
yeah.
Fun. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Fork or spoon? I know your answer.
I feel like you think it's gonna be spoon because I eat so much cereal.
No,
but the answer is fork.
I know.
Really?
I know it is.
You know, I ate a bowl of cereal with a fork the other day.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
I opened it.
I knew it was gonna be fork. I'm a spoon.
Why?
I'm spoon.
Wait, what?
Spoon.
Why? No, I know. I heard you.
Spoon.
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 Okay, but why? Okay.
Spoons
here's
are
my
just
question.
better.
You get you're making some mac and cheese.
Some
Kraft mac and cheese.
Spoon. 100%.
You put it in a bowl or on a plate?
Well, that's the next question. Plate or bowl? Plate or bowl?
Bowl.
And okay, great. We're on the same page about that.
Did you think I was gonna be plate?
Yeah. No, I'm such a bowl.
I love bowls. If I can get it in a bowl, I'm getting it in a bowl.
If I can, yeah. Like, I'll even just like, if I make like salmon and rice, I'll put it in a bowl instead of just like put it on a plate.
You know, some people hate their foods touching. I'm not like that at all. I'm all good with mixing everything.
I'm. Me too. I don't know why that was funny, but that was funny.
Hold on. But bowl plate, fine.
Yeah.
Spoon?
I feel like it makes sense since I say bowl. I feel like bowl and spoon like go together.
But I like bowl, and I said fork.
Because you eat so much cereal.
True. But you'd think spoon would be my thing then.
65% of your diet
is cereal.
Is cereal.
Yeah. Strong bones with all that milk, folks. I just feel like fork's so much better.
No, it's really not.
You're wrong.
I feel like there's so many things that are
You have to be able to stab things sometimes.
I mean, sometimes, yes. If I'm
you can
like
scoop with a fork.
If I'm like eating chicken or something, yeah, it's not the same though. It's not the same. You get to the end of a meal and you wish that you had a spoon.
What?
You have to.
Never in my life.
Because because if you like spoon with a fork, first of all, it's just not fun to do. Second of all, you have to like use your finger then to like hold it because you can't spoon it. Hey.
You know what you just said? If you spoon with a fork, you can spoon with a fork. You can't fork with a spoon. The versatility's not there. You're not stabbing something with a spoon to pick it up. You're cutting it in half.
Well, you don't need to stab everything though. There are things that you like, oh, let me stab it. You could have just scooped it.
Yep. Yeah, but it's easier to stab sometimes.
I'm not going to dispute that, but you don't have to is what I'm saying. Spoon. Anyways.
Okay.
I also know your answer to this. Hot coffee or iced coffee?
Iced.
Yeah. I'm hot. I'm a hot coffee.
Well, you know what I'm trying to think is what you think it is. Because I'm like,
That's
I
so
wonder.
I knew it. Although you do like hot coffee in the morning sometimes.
Yeah.
But you always put an ice cube in it.
Yeah, that doesn't make it iced coffee.
No, but you don't.
Cool down coffee.
Right, but you don't like hot. You know, like I pour it, go once, and take a sip.
Yeah, no, it's so hot then.
And yeah, that's what I like though.
Like ordering from Starbucks, 99% of the time I'm getting iced, some type of iced or cold drink at the very least. Like
well, you did today, and I got a hot one.
But at home, I do love hot coffee in the morning. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you're welcome that I make it for you every morning.
Yeah, this was so rockstar.
Yeah. Fruit or veggies? I'm really contemplating on this one.
I'm gonna go fruit.
Yeah, that's the correct answer.
It is.
Yeah.
Because they're sweet.
Yeah.
Here.
They just like fruits. Taste better.
What are they?
That's so hard. Probably grapes though, because I eat grapes literally all the time.
Grapes.
And blueberries. And then I don't know, because like I love raspberries, but like I really love all the fruits.
Okay.
Like I don't buy them ever, but like I love kiwi.
Kiwi is good. Kiwi's really good.
Kiwi's really good. Strawberries.
Love strawberries. I think
maybe it's strawberries.
Raspberries are my number one.
Yeah.
Strawberries is arguably up there along with.
Yeah, I agree.
I actually really like pineapple.
I love pineapple.
So I think that might be my third.
I feel like pineapple though, I can't eat as much of it as other fruits that like I love pineapple. And, like, I would eat a bunch of it. It's just I get, like, you start to feel a little sick after a while. But, like, grapes, I can down a bag of grapes, like, in a whole day. Yeah. I really can. I think it's because I just feel perpetually dehydrated, even though I drink so much water normally. And grapes are just, like, so refreshing, and they feel kind of like water. Yeah.
That is nice. I will say in the summer, watermelon gets a boost for me, though. It's so good
true.
In the summer,
it's
you know?
So true. Also, even like cantaloupe. Yeah.
I love cantaloupe, but everyone shits on it.
I also love that you say cantaloupe. Like, you really pronounce the T. Cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe. I think I do that fairly often. I used to call
you do.
Huntington.
I hate that.
Until I met someone from there, and she's like, no, it's Huntington. I was like, huh? Aren't we saying the same thing? Cantaloupe.
Sometimes you just cantaloupe.
Sometimes you cantaloupe. But yeah, all right.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Fruit.
Yeah, really. But that's true. Pool or beach?
Beach.
Okay. That's fair. I think also beach.
Yeah.
I do love a good pool.
Yeah, I can have fun at a pool.
You don't get like the salt water, you don't get sand everywhere, but the beach is just the sunset.
Yeah.
The ocean breeze.
There's too much more good stuff at the ocean or at the beach because of all that than there is at a pool.
The serotonin that I get from a beach.
Even if you're not getting in the water. Just nice to be there.
Yeah, not half the time. 90% of the time that I go to a beach, I don't get in the water.
Right. And I'll have fun at a pool, you know. But
it's not the beach. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do two more and then we'll move on to some text or call.
That's a little tough because it depends on what, but call. I'll go call.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also depends from who, though. You know, there's some people who are just like, just fucking text me.
Yeah, true. But I feel like I'm kind of that way sometimes with like call. Where like, it's like sometimes I'll just be like, I'm just going to call you. Like, this is too, like, it's because I just feel like our generation and like younger really like hate calling. Like, they'd rather just like text. But like my thing is that like I can't, I worry too much about what people think, and it like gives me anxiety. Like, that I'm like, if I say something, I want to make sure that they know like how it's coming across. Because even if you say like no worries, like exclamation point, it still could like come across as like, I don't know, you just never know how like someone reads something. And then sometimes I'm like, I don't want to type all of this out. I'd rather just call you, have a conversation. Like, honestly, sometimes it would be quicker to just call.
A lot of the time.
Like, and I think people
everything's clear then too. You can clarify
and I think
immediately.
Sometimes though people mistake that and they think like, oh, texting's easier.
Right.
Because it's like, no, just call me. We'll have a 2-minute conversation and we'll get it done and over with. The texting, you can respond like whenever, but like then it just drags it out like the whole day and stuff. No, So
my problem is too, I just hate texting, and
you really do.
I forget to respond so much.
You don't look at messages.
I don't.
No, you don't. I was shocked and think that you texted me back today about if your matcha was iced or not.
Yeah.
I was
but
like,
it was still like 3 minutes.
It was.
Like,
I sat in the parking lot for a couple minutes though to see
why
if you would
like,
text me back. I know, and I was like, no, you didn't. But I was like, let me not go in yet.
You know
Let
what?
me see if he texted. Especially since you were playing video games, I was like, I'm surprised he responded. Yeah, so thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
I was gonna get iced if it came down to it.
Nice.
So
you see, you know me.
Yeah,
nice
exactly.
Hot, yeah. What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
I
Okay.
don't know, but yeah.
Last one before we move on to some would you rather's. Driver or passenger?
I will actually say driver.
Okay.
How about you?
I feel like it depends, but honestly, that one's kind of hard for me because I do like to drive sometimes, but I think I'm gonna go passenger actually.
That's fair. There's a lot of good stuff about passenger that like when you're the driver you miss.
Yeah, I think that's the thing is that like whenever I'm the passenger, I'm like, I'll like be on a road that I'm always on and be like, oh, I never saw that before because you just, especially out here with the traffic, you can't look around or you'll rear end someone.
When I ride with somebody else on a freeway, even ones I've been on a ton and I look around, I'm like, I drive this every day and I've never seen this building. I had no idea it was there because you never look to the side you're driving.
No, because you can't.
Yeah. But I think part of it for me too is I still get car sick fairly easily, even if I'm in the front. And so just like driving, I don't.
As long as I don't read too much.
Yeah.
Like even looking at my phone, like trying to like read something in the car, like I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do it for like more than a few minutes. So, but as long as I like don't read, I'm usually okay.
But passenger is fun though because it is just so much more carefree.
Yeah.
But I feel like I get a little anxious too. Not that I don't trust other people driving, but
I do like
it's
driving.
just easy to be like, oh, are you gonna slow down? Like, oh,
yeah,
the brake light is on. Like in your head, and like you don't say it, but you're like a little. And I'm so used to driving that sometimes in the passenger seat, I'll like feel my right foot like push down, like I'm pushing on the brakes, and I'm like, oh god.
I do that too.
Yeah.
And driving is nice in the sense that usually you get to play your own music, which is
true,
a bonus. But okay. So the would you rather questions are in kind of categories. So we'll start off with like some normal ones. Would you rather travel everywhere for free or eat everywhere for free?
Travel.
Okay. I think so too. And I feel like when I first read this one, I was like, who would not pick travel?
Yeah.
But yes, you're traveling there for free, but do you have the time to travel there for free? You know, where I'm like,
sure.
I eat out more than I travel.
True. And if you get to eat everywhere for free, you would just eat out every day for everything.
Like, think of the restaurants that you could try if you were just eating out for free every day.
True.
You know?
I wonder.
So at first I was like, that's obvious, but I still think it would be travel.
I think it would be too, especially
and then
if
I think
there's
I'd
no
be able to do it more.
Like, are you doing first class everywhere for free? That's pretty fucking sick. And
oh, true.
To me, like, yeah, you still don't have all the time in the world because you have to pay for rent and food. But I think it's easier to save up. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the cost at the end of the day is cheaper or is more effective to go food, and you could just pay to travel from all the money you're saving from eating for free. Maybe. But part of me feels like if you travel enough, maybe you do, first class all over the place, and that sounds pretty fucking nice.
True. Yeah.
But.
Okay. Would you rather know how the world began or how it will end?
Oh.
I know.
I think how it will end.
Yeah, I kind of think so too.
I'm just a little more.
Because I feel like we do kind of know how it started in a sense. I feel like we don't I mean, I know people will say like, no, they're scientists. Like, these are the facts. This is how it started. And like also depending on like how religious you are, and if you think that had a big role in it and all that. But still, nobody actually truly knows how the world started. But I think how it will end.
Yeah, I think it's more interesting to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure it's going to be, I hope it's going to be well after I die.
Same.
So
sometimes
it's not like it'll be
really
like,
sure.
oh no, like 20 years from now, it feels like it'll just be like an interesting, like, oh, that's how it's going to happen. That's wild.
Yeah.
You know, versus like, you know, how it created like, oh yeah, that's pretty much what we thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you rather be able to fly or turn invisible?
I think fly.
Mm-hmm.
If you could turn invisible, would you commit crimes like steal from a bank?
That's not where I thought you were gonna go with that. I would like to think I still would be a morally good person and not. Would I maybe steal from awful people who have too much money?
That's what I'm saying. You're stealing from like a Wells Fargo or some like mega bank that like that's not like people, you know?
Maybe.
Fuck them.
Maybe. I think as much as I would love to turn invisible to like just maybe get out of a situation sometime or like to like I've always thought like, oh, I could turn invisible and then like truly, you know, kind of like spy on people in the sense, but not in like figure out, but like spy on them in the sense to figure out like how they truly feel about me and stuff. But then also I feel like that would
it's probably
you know, it's probably stuff that you don't want to
actually
know. So I think I would rather fly.
Yeah. Flying would be better.
I think fly would be cool.
Also, imagine if you paired that with being able to eat everywhere for free, because you can travel for free now if you
go flying. Oh my god, so true. Look at that. You're a thinker.
Hey, I got one for you. That just I think I saw on like TikTok or something.
Okay.
It's not quite as straightforward, but it made me think of this since you talked about like being able to see how people really feel about you. If somebody somehow came to you and they said, I've got this file of like every conversation anyone has ever had about you.
I'm already stressed.
They like in script form. Every time anyone has talked about you with another person, it's there. You can read it or you can say no thanks. But if you start to read it, you have to read the entire thing. Would you?
No, I'm passing.
Yeah, I would too.
I'm passing. Absolutely.
That's
you don't need to. And my friend Jonathan has told me this multiple times. How like because I've talked like when we're like talking about things and like if I just talk about how something and I'm like, yeah, but like I want them to like me, you know, or whatever. He's always like, Kendra, other people's opinions about you are none of your business.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
And I'm like, I know you're right, but that drives me insane. But like he's so like it truly is not, and also you can't make everyone happy. Not everybody is going to like you, so like you're bound to have bad stuff and like and then also, you know, even like people that we love, there are times that they like make us angry and we say something and that's not truly how we feel about them, but we'll just like say it or whatever. And that's not like that one thing and that one time that they made us feel shitty or whatever is not like a reflection of who they actually are. But those would be in there and it'd be hard. How many times have I said this? I'm a sensitive little bee and I would take that shit too hard. Like I would take it way too personally and I just, as much as I would love sometimes to know how people do truly feel about me and sometimes like hear like the good things. It's not worth it to me to hear the bad things. No, I absolutely would be like, I'm a pass, but thanks.
And I feel like just like our brains in general, like latch on to negative stuff and amplify that way more. That even if there was like one negative thing and 10 positive things about like people talking about how much they love you and like these lovely qualities about you,
I would be
you
like,
would just
they
think of
didn't
that
mean it
negative.
because they said this thing.
Right, yeah. He would just think of that negative thing and it's like, oh.
Yeah. That's a good question though.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather be magical? I like this one.
Ooh.
But live on Earth, or live in a magical place but be normal?
I think be magical, honestly.
Really? Okay.
I don't know. I'm worried. What if you're the only non-magical person?
I know. I thought about that too.
And like,
but what if you're the only magical person?
That's kind of sick.
I mean, yeah, I guess. But then, like,
it'd basically be like having a superpower.
Nobody would believe you. I feel like
if you could just do magic. What do you mean? Nobody can believe you. Poof, make something appear, and then they're like, oh, I guess. What are they gonna be like? Smoke and mirrors? Maybe like they just get increasingly more magical, and they gotta believe it eventually. You know, it's tough because there's so much unknown to this magical world. Like what?
Well, yeah, because I thought about that too. Because I was like, a magical world could be so cool to live in.
Yeah.
Like regardless of whether you can do magic or not.
Yeah.
Because also, if you live in a magical world, there's people that can do magical things. So like, just ask your friends to like, hey, make that disappear. You know?
Yeah, I guess. You know. We just appreciate the beauty and the magic of physics in our real world.
Yeah, like, are we living in, like, a little fairyland? Because how fun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even, like, airplanes, like, yeah, it's physics, but that shit's amazing.
Yeah,
like, that's
so
basically
true.
magic.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
How do boats not always sink? How do they float? I don't understand. My brain can't fathom it. I don't get it.
We'll deep dive in another episode. Here's the thing about boats.
How? Like, I don't...
Yeah.
I mean, I know that there's... Listen, how? And then someone... Well, here's how. I get it. There's there's science. My brain just doesn't have the capacity for science. I believe in it. I appreciate it. It cannot fathom it.
Can't fathom.
It would be really cool to do magic, though.
It would be so cool to do magic.
So I think probably be magical,
yeah,
but live on Earth.
I think so too. It's maybe a little selfish.
Because also, like, Earth isn't bad.
Right.
Like, it has its problems, but, like, there's some really beautiful places on this planet
if you're
Earth.
magic,
I could just fly there.
You could do a lot of sick shit, yeah.
Magic, I can get myself to fly there, and then I'll just eat everywhere for free while we just combine them all.
I mean, it's hard to know what you can do with magic.
Yeah.
Can you just make food with it? I don't know. Again, too many unknowns.
Okay, there's 2 more in the normal category.
Yeah.
Okay. They're both kind of deep questions. Ability to change the past or see into the future? It's a nail biter, isn't it?
This is a whole finger bite, apparently. That's hard.
I know.
Change the past, see into the future. Is it just change your past too, though? Because then it's like, okay, morally, you kind of have an obligation to, like, stop horrible things from happening or, like, save people, right?
Yeah. I mean, it does.
But I guess you could do that either way if you can see into the future.
The past, but let's say just yours.
I kind of want to say... I want to say change the past.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like seeing the future would come with way too much anxiety of, like, trying to change it and trying to mess with that. Whereas changing the past,
and be like, can I change it?
Yeah.
Or be disappointed if, like, you know.
And, like, I guess there is some worry changing the past, like butterfly effect. Like, okay, if I change this,
what else changes then?
What else really changes? Yeah, because, like, you know, I don't know. There's obviously improvements I'd love to make in my life, but, like, what if that would drastically change things where then, like, certain people aren't into my life anymore,
right?
Because I never would have met them,
or I didn't have that. Like, I changed that, and that's cool, but then I don't get to have this cool experience because I changed it.
So I think I would still go change past.
I think so too, and I would just try to change things that I felt confident wouldn't really have an effect on other things.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that is how I feel. But the more I think about it, sometimes I'm like, what would I change? Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I don't know that there's much.
There's a few things I can think of.
Yeah. I mean, there are some things, but like.
But it also could be like simple things of like, spend more time with this person.
True. That's
like,
fair.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So.
See the future. First thing you got to do is win the Powerball like 5 times. People are losing their mind. They just see you win it 5 times in a row. You're like, I don't know. I'm just really lucky.
Okay, and then the last one, I'm not gonna say it's like dark, but kind of, and then we'll go into some this or that's.
Okay.
And then we'll come back to would you rather.
Cool.
Know how you die or when you'll die.
Oh, have we talked about? I've had this conversation with somebody.
We kind of talked about this, I feel like, last episode.
Yeah. Oh, we did.
We ended
I think
up
I've
on
had
it.
this exact conversation though. Like this, would you rather?
Oh.
And I would rather know when.
I think so too.
Okay. So I was with somebody else because the other person I talked to didn't want to know when. Because they were like, oh, I don't want it to change how I live my life. But to me, like, I do. Like, if I find out I'm going to die in a year, I would rather know that so I can live this next year spending it with people I love, not like working on.
Although now that I'm thinking about it, do you just have a countdown then to your death? Like, that's not fun.
Right. It's not fun, but
also knowing how you either one. Like, I really don't want to know either one.
Yeah.
But like knowing how you die, then also it's like, you know, if it's like, oh, you're gonna die in like something, you know, not like a natural like way, you know, like say like, oh, you're gonna die in like a car crash. Then every time you go to drive, you're like, is this it?
And
it could not happen for 50 more years.
Yeah.
And think about that. For 50 years, you're just like,
it's terrified every time you get in the car.
Yeah.
I think, you know, if
truly neither of them are good.
If you are lucky enough to live a full life and just die at an elderly age it would be better just not to know, because or you could know how you die at that point because you die of old age. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Then I don't need to know when it'll just happen.
If that's my answer, yeah. Tell me how I'll die.
But if you die of something like or young, I mean, if you die young, I would want to know when I die, because it would be so frustrating to die at 50 and have wasted your life working thinking you need to save for retirement or something like that. Yeah. And it's like, oh, great, I could have spent that time and money and again, or on like things and people I love.
Oh, I'm going to die in a few years. Let me spend as much time with with these people.
Exactly. But if you're going to live, although, yeah, I guess if you're just going to die of old age and you know when, that would kind of suck. Because then, you know, if they say you're going to die at 89 on January 1st, then it's like, oh, fuck.
The day after New Year's, damn.
It's just first thing in mind. But, so that would suck. But if they're like, you're going to die in 10 years, then it's like, oh, I'm glad I found that information out versus waiting. So that's tricky. I would go when, though, if I had to pick one of the two.
I'd rather know
just in case.
Yeah, I kind of feel that too. Okay. Comedy or horror?
Say again?
Comedy or horror?
Oh, I love both.
I know.
But I'd go comedy.
Okay. I mean,
I know your answer.
My answer is comedy. I don't like horror.
I love horror. So that one is
cake or cookie?
Cake.
Your cookie? Yeah, I don't like cake.
Oh, the frosting or just cake in general?
It's just like cake in general. Really? If it's an ice cream cake, absolutely.
Okay.
But I will eat cake. There are cakes that like I will eat. There are like, I think if it's like made like at a bakery and stuff, like it's probably like better. But just like a random cake like on a birthday, absolutely not.
I think random birthday cakes are delightful.
No, I would rather have a cookie or a brownie or a pie or like no, cake is my bottom.
I just love sweets, so all of that is good. I think to me, cookies, I guess what comes into my head a lot is like the packaged cookies, like Oreos or Chips Ahoy or something, which I like and are good. But like when I compare that to like a birthday cake, I'm like,
no.
oh,
See, I think
better.
of like a chocolate chip cookie or like
a freshly baked one or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That is good, but I still think I go cake.
Okay, well, you're wrong.
I don't know I don't know
beer or wine?
Beer.
Yeah, wine.
Yeah, I figured.
Movie or TV show?
Movie.
Okay.
But that's not an easy answer because I do love TV shows. There's something to me.
It's hard because I feel like lately I've been watching a lot more TV shows than movies. I feel like I haven't watched a lot of movies. But I do love a movie. I think I'm gonna go movie.
Yeah.
Because. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely watch more TV shows than movies, but that's because it's so much easier to be like, oh, I'm gonna sit down and throw on an episode or two, versus, oh, this movie is especially nowadays, this movie's 2 hours and 45 minutes. Like, I don't want to start that right now.
Yeah.
But like when I do watch a movie, I fucking love it. I love just like, get fully immersed in that for a little bit.
Absolutely.
And I feel like a lot of the TV shows that I really like are like the ones that basically feel like a short movie,
Yeah.
So.
True. Okay. Waffles or pancakes?
Pancakes.
Same.
Yeah, waffles are good though. I won't
hate. I'm not hating on them, but pancakes are
there's
better.
Something about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Love or money?
Oh.
Oh.
The softie in me wants to say love.
Mm-hmm.
My brain wants to say money so bad that way,
Uh-huh.
I think I'll go love because I feel more confident that I will be able to make money in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm scared I'll die alone and never find
Stop
love.
it! Noah!
I feel like...
Buddy!
But I mean like
okay,
real
listen.
Love,
I'm very confident you will find real love.
Fair.
Oh my god. No, it's gonna happen.
I think it will too, but it just money seems much more like, oh, I know how to take the steps there. I'm gonna finish school and then I'll be able to apply for jobs and like work my way up and make money somehow. Even if like acting doesn't work out, I'll still be able to make money.
Right.
Whereas there's no like easy steps for me to be like, oh, I'll for sure find love. I just need to work a little harder at this,
Yeah.
So
that's fair. Excuse me. I mean, I'm love.
Love, yeah.
I'm just
yeah.
sappy, hopeless romantic. Who I just know even if I had money to do all the things, I would be so sad. Yeah. I like experiencing things with people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Love.
Yeah, I get that, and it'd be nicer to enjoy the little mundane things with someone you love than to be able to do these crazy things by yourself.
Yeah. Agree. Sweet or salty?
Sweet.
I agree.
I fucking love sweets.
Pizza or pasta?
That's actually a really hard one. I'm gonna go pizza.
Pasta.
Yeah.
Yep. Dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
Milk chocolate, actually.
Yeah, dark chocolate.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people prefer dark chocolate.
I genuinely love the taste of dark chocolate. I know people are like, it's so bitter. No, I love it.
Yeah, I don't know. I like milk chocolate.
No.
I like both.
Singing or dancing?
Singing badly.
Same.
Yeah, singing's nice, in the car or whatever. Dancing's fun though. I like dancing.
Mm-hmm. Nuggets or fries?
Fries.
Yeah, same. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Yeah, absolutely. Spring or fall?
Fall.
Yeah, same.
Mm-hmm.
Piano or guitar?
Guitar.
I think it's hard for me. I don't play either.
Yeah.
So I'm just going off of and it's hard for me because I love a good guitar.
Yeah.
But I also love a very just simple piano. really torn. I feel like guitar though, because I feel like most of the acoustic songs that I love are guitar.
Yeah. I feel like for me, it is guitar, and what makes piano so good then is because like 8 out of 10 songs I listen to are going to be guitar, and then you get like that piano song, and then it's just like, oh, it's just such a nice change up. But I still prefer guitar.
Yeah. Gold or silver?
Oh, I guess this one doesn't really mean anything to me. Silver, because it's the Pokemon I had when I was 10 years old. Pokemon Silver instead of Gold.
Mine's gold. Day or night?
Oh.
You know what I just thought of?
What's that?
Day and night.
I literally almost started singing it to you too. Little Cuddy. I'm gonna go night, but it's closer than it was like 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I would have said 100% night. Like I was much more of a night owl. I usually don't stay up that late anymore intentionally.
Yeah, I'm a day person. Yeah.
I like the day more these days, but
okay, we have 2 more this or that's, and then we'll finish with more. Would you rather?
Oh, okay, cool. 2 more this.
Is that cool?
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Soft or hard tacos?
Soft. But I used to be hard. I used to prefer hard tacos.
That was the funniest thing you ever did on this podcast. The way that you knew, like you said it, just, oh, I'm crying. Oh, I'm messing up the makeup that the nice lady did.
Euphoria makeup.
I know.
So you're a hard taco gal.
No, I think I'm a soft.
Then why'd you give me that look? When I said soft taco, you gave me like a.
I think what it was I'm stupid. I think I like corn, like
Sorry, I get where you're going, but at first it sounds so unrelated. Well, here's the thing: I like corn.
It's like the little boy that goes, "I like turtles." I like corn tortillas
sure.
over flour. And so I feel like most of the time, I feel like places like have hard corn tortillas instead of flour. You know?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Like their the flour option is like a soft one, and then
the
corn is a hard taco. Yeah,
that's fair.
But that's not always.
Yeah.
Like you can get soft corn. So that's what soft corn is what
soft corn. You heard it here first, folks. All right.
That's the answer. Okay, last one. Cheese curds or fries?
Oh. Come on. That's easy. Cheese curds, 100%.
I'm fries. My controversial opinion.
How?
I just
like if you could only
more.
If one was gone from your life forever.
I don't eat cheese curds.
You don't?
That often.
I mean, I don't either that often because.
No.
But I won't want to lose them.
Love fries.
Okay. I didn't know you were that strong about fries. I like fries, but cheese curds, like a good cheese curd, like a good fried cheese curd.
I can't eat as many of them though. Like I can only have a few like fried cheese curds. I feel like before I like feel.
Yeah, that's
kind of you know.
Wow, that's interesting to me though. I thought for sure you'd be cheese curd too, being from Wisconsin.
Yeah, no, that's my controversial Wisconsin opinion.
Is controversial.
Okay. We have a few more would you rather.
All right.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Would you rather send a naughty pic to your dad or boss?
I honestly think boss.
I think so too.
Because I feel like that would be embarrassing, absolutely. But at least it's not a relative, and like you'll just work through it or get fired. And,
yeah.
Like you'll talk with your boss and be like, "I'm so sorry," and they'll maybe reprimand you, whatever. Things are a little weird. but it should be fine. I guess it depends on your relationship with your boss too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, it would be funny with my dad. There would be some comedy to that, but it would just feel so weird to then like.
It would be so weird. And also, like, I just feel like if I accidentally sent a naughty photo to one of my parents, it would be all the things that I feel if I sent it to my boss. But then I also would be questioned, like, why are you doing that?
Sure. Yeah. To me, I almost think, I guess I was
and like my boss would like be like, hey,
Yeah.
But they wouldn't be like, who are you sending this to? Why are you, whereas like my parents would be like, who did you send this to? Do you always do this? How, like.
Yeah, I think it would definitely.
It would like be more.
I don't send pictures like that. And I feel like if my parents were like, is he doing this
most
often?
guys don't.
Is he sending pictures like this? I feel like that would really affect how they view me.
Yeah.
But like,
yeah.
I also just won't want to put that image. Like if I'm dealing with like, okay, that image is in my dad's brain now or my boss's, I'd rather it be my boss's.
Yeah, same.
Like doing that to them.
Same. Kind of piggyback off of that, would you rather walk in on your parents or they walk in on you?
Them walking on me for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
They've walked in on you?
Not like fully, but like.
Oh wait, I think I know.
Yeah,
this.
like they've walked in dead, starting to get down. But I think we've talked about this on the pod, actually.
I think maybe we have kind of, yeah, but I kind of also forget. I really am torn.
Yeah?
I
just do not want to see that. Like, good for them.
I don't
good for
either.
Them. I don't need to see it.
I don't either, but I almost feel like I could deal with that more than I could deal with them knowing that they. I don't know.
Like it would
I guess if it came down to it, they walk in on me.
Yeah, for sure for me. Because I mean, it would definitely be like, but like, I don't know. Maybe it's being selfish because I don't want that burned into my brain.
You're like, it burned into theirs.
Yeah. But I just feel like it would be easier to laugh about, maybe, for me at least.
That's fair.
But I don't know.
Okay. Would you rather say your ex's name during sex or your partner's best friend's name?
That's tricky.
Isn't it?
I think my brain is immediately just like, what would the fallout be?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I think best friend? Okay, here's my question for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you were with somebody for a while,
yeah,
and you were having sex and they called out one of those names, which one would bother you more?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because part of me feels like if I did that, it would bother the girl more if it was my ex's name. Because they're like, you still think of your ex. Versus like, it would be weird it would definitely be really weird either way. For them to be like, why'd you say my best friend's name? But like, I don't know.
I'm almost thinking it would like bother me more if it was the best friend.
It would, huh?
Because I just feel like I'd be like, why? Do you have like some secret feelings for her? And like that's someone that like they see more consistently. Where it's like it would still, don't get me wrong, it would still bother the hell out of me. But like, I mean, even I still think about my ex sometimes, and it's like, not really like in those situations and not like I would never like say the name. But like I still think about like that person from time to time. So like it wouldn't be like completely outrageous for like my partner to like once in a while like have like that person pop into their head, and yeah, it would bother me, but it's like I don't know, the best friend is just like this is someone that you see all the time. I just feel like I would have more like, I'd be more paranoid that like something was happening that I didn't know about.
Yeah. I guess that would be the thing. It would definitely like add like some paranoia and doubt. Be like, wait, are you and my best friend, like, do you have a thing? Are you guys hooking up?
Or do you secretly want to? Like, do you find her more attractive than me or something? Like, I would like go down that spiral.
Huh?
Yeah, absolutely, I would.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I guess from my point of view, like if it happened to me, I would way rather hear him call me Mitch than like their ex's name. Because if they call out, because first of all, Mitchie Poo. I know Mitch isn't. I know there's nothing there. Like, because Mitch would never do that.
Well, right. Yeah.
He's very handsome.
Yeah.
They would want to. He wouldn't do it. But like if they call out their ex's name, then to me I'm like, oh, you're not over your ex, and even when we're having sex, you like call out his name and think of him, like, then we would never be able to have sex again without me thinking about that.
That's true.
Whereas Mitch, I would be like weirded out, but I think I would come to be able to laugh about it, assuming that like there's nothing going on. You know?
That's true, because also you bring up a good point. Like the friends that I have in my life, like they're not, like they would never do anything.
But I guess you don't know if you're the one calling it out. You don't know if your partner trusts their friend that much, you know?
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it's
a
tricky
one.
Yeah.
But wait, so what did you land on? You'd rather say, because we're not talking about who.
Yeah. I would rather say, you made some good points about the best friend thing causing all that. So I guess you're right, the ex, because at that point it would cause a fight and it would be something to get over. But once you're past it, you're pretty much past it.
Yeah.
With the best friend, anytime you hang out in a group setting now, if you and her make a joke together at all that feels even remotely flirty, you see
that person more often, you hear their name more often.
It's gonna just bring that doubt back up and remind her that you said it that one time. It's always gonna be there, and it's like, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
I get that.
So yeah, I'm there too. You know how I said I know what the last question is? I actually don't.
Oh.
Like I have two, and I'm like deciding which one.
Okay, you didn't like lose it, and you were like, oh, I guess.
No, there's just two, and I can't decide which one I want to be the. Do you want the weird one to be the last question?
Yeah, let's finish it off weird.
Okay, so then the second to last one is: would you rather marry the person you lost your virginity to, or work the first job you had for the rest of your life?
So okay, here's where it gets tricky.
Yeah, tell me.
So let's clear this up first. Technically, my first job was I worked for my dad at the shop, just doing like custodial work before I could even drive, you know, just sweeping the shop, emptying the garbages.
Yeah.
So there's that. I don't know if it's the same job, then I guess I don't work my way up at all, right?
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah.
Per the rules.
No, it's the same job for the rest of your life.
Or if we don't count that as a real job, then my first job was Bricks soft serve, which was a great fucking job. Either way, though, I was getting minimum wage.
Right.
So rest of my life, that's not great. Now, if I marry the person I lost my virginity to, she's a sweet girl. I won't say her name.
Absolutely.
So I'm not.
No, very
it's
nice
not like
girl.
a terrifying prospect to me.
No.
But I don't think like it's love, So I'd be like sacrificing kind of love or money, but in a different way. Like I'm sacrificing one, you know? Any chance of making money. The problem is it would be great if she made a ton of. Oh no, wait, that's wrong. I guess work that job and I just have to marry someone who makes a lot of money.
Okay.
Because I would rather hopefully find someone that I'm actually in love with and want to spend my life with.
Yeah.
And make it work from there than spend my life with someone that I don't love, even if she is a sweet girl, and I'm sure we would still be able to have a moderately happy life together, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I would marry the person I lost my virginity to, and I knew you were gonna get mad at that.
How? My question is, what was your first job?
I was a student secretary at the high school.
Okay.
You want me to work at Merrill High School the rest of my life?
I just don't see how you can say you would choose love over money then. Unless,
yeah, because I wouldn't choose. What do you mean? Wait, what?
Oh, well, I don't know. You guys broke up, so I guess like my thought process that you're marrying him, but like he doesn't want to be with you?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. I guess I thought you had a more negative viewpoint of him.
I think, okay, like I do, but like also I don't think like at his core he's a bad person.
Sure.
And I did really love him.
Okay.
And I just think like there was a time in my life that like we talked about getting married. So like there was a time in my life that like I thought that was going to happen. Yeah. And I just I don't know. I can't work at Merrill High School for the rest of my life.
No, I get that.
Because I can't live in Merrill, Wisconsin for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like we would maybe be able to make it work. Or we just are married and have a very unhappy life. And we cheat on each other. I don't know.
All right. Yeah. Well, okay. I guess if the rules aren't like you don't, it feels cheap to be able to like, oh yeah, I would just get married and then do whatever. Like, you know?
No, I wouldn't actually do that.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't do that. I don't know. I guess you're making some good points, but I don't know. I still think I would marry the person I lost my virginity to.
All right. To me, it just, like I said, it feels like the love or money question to me, just worded differently. Because you're basically saying, deal with a shit job, but be able to marry whoever you want or marry someone that you're not with anymore to be able to work whatever job you want.
Yeah. I don't know. It's so hard because, like, I also feel like, though, when I am in jobs that I don't like it, I just, like,
drains you, yeah.
It's so draining. Like, I'm so much happier when I'm not stuck in a job that I don't like.
That's fair. I guess my thought process was you're coming home to then, I guess maybe it's different for you, but for me, you're coming home to then someone that you don't really love. And, you know, like I said, I'm sure the person I lost mine to, I could have had a happy enough life with. I could have come home and still, like, had fun with her. I guess there's just part of me that likes to think there's someone out there that isn't just someone that I can come home with and, you know, have fun and be happy. You know, there's someone that, like...
Were you ever in love with her, though?
No.
See, I think maybe that's where it's different, though. Because I was in love with him. So maybe I'm like, well, I loved him once. So
that's fair.
Maybe I could love him again. I don't know. Maybe I can't.
Yeah, I guess when I was surprised by your answer, it's because I thought... I was thinking more like you get married, but you still like feel the way you feel about him now. And I thought you had more negative thoughts. And I also was like, well, I don't know how he felt about you.
I guess there's a lot of technicalities in this question. Because am I stuck with feeling about how I feel about him now?
Right. Like, I
mean,
guess,
then we're not going to have a happy marriage. I can tell you that.
You guys are married and you both decide like, oh, we're going to give it our all. And we're going to really like, maybe you get back to that place where like you were both in love.
Yeah.
So I can see your argument there. Because I guess for you, there is an example of you guys being in love in your head that like, maybe we can get back to that.
Yeah.
Whereas for me and mine, it's like, well.
Right.
We get along fine, but we were never like, you know, there wasn't any like passionate fire there. Or anything, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. It's tricky though.
It is. Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, that's an interesting question.
That is a good one.
Okay. Last question.
Okay, let's get weird.
Okay, it's a weird one. I saw it and I was like, what the? So yeah, I found that I did not come up with this myself. I would like that to be known. Okay. Would you rather? It's kind of a long one too, so you have to listen to the.
All right.
You have to listen to the whole thing. Okay.
The whole thing. Yeah.
Would you rather let a crusty old man
okay.
drink milk out of your belly button every day for a year?
Is that it? Is that everything?
No,
okay, that's for the first part.
Yeah, that's the first part.
Okay,
that's the first
it.
part. Or drink milk out of a crusty old man's belly button every day for a month.
Over a month.
Mm-hmm.
Let him
the first one's a year.
Let him drink for a year for sure. For sure. That's not a lot of milk. It's just a quick morning routine. He's in and out. You guys are good to go. I do not want to put my mouth on a crusty old man's stomach to drink milk. That taste and feeling is with you for life. I don't care if it's only a month. That's with you for life. Him drinking is weird, but that's easier for me to be like, I had to do it. You know? That one's not even that hard for me. That's just, I'm not putting my mouth on a crusty old man. What's yours?
No, I agree with you.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I agree with you. But the year and month.
No, I get it.
Like when I first read it, I'm not gonna lie. I thought about it for a second because I was like, a month is. Can I pick the month of February? It'd only be 28 days.
Yeah. It is.
And like
a
year
shorter.
is a long time.
Yeah.
Like every day, and also just like. I don't know.
My problem is I get pretty like gross things, like eating and drinking gross things makes me sick and like gag. So like the idea of having to do that, even though it's a little,
I wouldn't. Like,
I would be
wouldn't.
throwing up for sure.
No, I would not.
So
be able to.
Like to me, even though it's a month, which is significantly shorter than a year, like you'd have to go down to like a week for me to consider.
Also, I was like, a year's a long time, but like after a while, like you said,
right?
A morning routine. Like after a while, you're kind of like, it is what it is,
right?
Like you just have a little countdown.
Just like morning, dude. All right, you ready?
Like okay, 200 more days. You know, like
this weird little thing. You're like,
and like you said, like it. I would much rather like scrub my belly button for 20 minutes. To like, then like you can't scrub that off. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, absolutely not. No. So
yeah, that was a weird one.
Isn't it?
Holy cow.
Isn't it? It was like a list. It was like a list of like all of the like would you rather's. It was like. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Told you I'm exhausted. Was all like a long list, and some I was just like, we're not gonna do that. Like I picked and choose, but yeah, that one I was like, maybe I just throw in a weird one.
Yeah, I think it's good to get a fucking weird one in there to end it. Well, anything else you want to touch on?
No. I don't think so.
I really enjoyed the this or that's more than I thought I would. I thought that would be very quick. Just like I said.
Well, we started out real strong.
Pretty good, yeah.
So.
That was fun. It was good.
They were fun, yeah. A fan.
Yeah, cool. All right, well, folks, I hope that was fun for you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening again. Hopefully we get these episodes out to you quickly. We should.
Yeah.
Well, the one's uploaded and ready to go. We just haven't posted it yet. So I think maybe.
But I guess by the time this one's out, it will be posted.
True.
Yeah. And yeah, as always, like if you have suggestions for what we should.
Let us
discuss.
Know what you want to talk about. Because I don't know. I don't think we have.
And give us feedback if we're doing better this season. And we're only 2 episodes in, but tell us.
Yeah, better or worse.
Yeah.
We would like to know.
We'll take any
attention.
Yeah. I mean, well, thanks. We hope you have a lovely rest of your day or your evening, wherever you are at when you're listening to this. Okay.
Bye.